What's up, guys? Today it is finally time for the Beatles ranking, the long-awaited Beatles ranking. It has been way too long. This is 3 weeks overdue. 3. So, now that that's over with, okay. It was supposed to come out June 1st. It is June 21st. It's Father's Day today. Happy Father's Day. And I was like, I gotta rank them, man. I got to do the ranking. I initially did it earlier in the week, but for some reason the video got lost or something like that. But yeah, anyways, the Beatles, best band of all time. Okay, so now I think we should just get started. So coming in at number 13 is this album, 1969's Yellow Submarine, the soundtrack album, the forgotten album actually. So I rarely listen to this because it's like half of it's like boring orchestral music. If you're like a classical fan, you're probably like, oh my god, this is amazing. I'm not. So I find it boring. So let's just forget about the classical track. Beatles tracks. Alright, so 2 of the songs are actually on albums. Yellow Submarine, obviously from Revolver, and All You Need Is Love is from Mystery Tour. And that leaves us with 4 originals. 4 new songs. Only a Northern Song. George's track this is an underrated song. I love how out of the fucking ordinary it is. I love like that by the trumpet. I think that's Paul playing it, if you can tell, because the trumpet playing is absolutely shit. Alright, All Together Now, that's a McCartney track. 1, 2, 3, 4, can I have a little more? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I love you. Yeah, so it's a very fun, upbeat track. I don't listen to it often, but it's very upbeat. Hey Bulldog. Now that Hey Bulldog, that is a underrated gem. 10 out of 10, one of the best Beatles songs. Quote me on that. The phrase usually don't quote me on that. You should quote me on that. And then finally, another very underrated George track, It's All Too Much. So too much. It's like a 6-minute acid rock, like psychedelia jam. I love how at the end it goes like, and then the drums have this weird flanging vibe. It's really, really cool. And you may think like, well, these are great tracks. It's just the other 7 fucking orchestral tracks, and that's why it's the worst Beatles album. So coming in at number 12 is this album, 1963's With the Beatles. Okay, second studio album following the high energy 12-hour recording session of Please Please Me. The Beatles, they decided to book obviously more time in the studio. You can't do 12 hours again. So come out with this, with the Beatles. We're gonna go track by track like every album. It won't be long. Great opening track. Yeah. So great opening track. All I've got to do, a very underrated song. I like the harmonies in that song. All My Loving is a classic McCartney-led track, and I love how John comes in after the really jazzy guitar solo where George's hand is like doing all this stuff. Don't Bother Me, underrated track. Little Child. All right. Okay, so I don't know what the hell the song is about. I don't know if it's about like a kid, like oh, you little child, come dance with me. But like, here's the thing, like that's like not for YouTube, that kind of shit, because it says baby won't you dance with me. So is Lennon implying that? Yeah. So besides that, the song is not good. I think it's probably one of the worst Beatles songs, and it's really stupid because of that harmonica. It's grating my ears. Bob Dylan before Bob Dylan. Okay, so There Was You, classic track. I love it. Please Mr. Postman has a pretty decent cover. Roll Over Beethoven. I love George has a very good impression of Chuck Berry on that song. Hold Me Tight's a great track. You Really Got a Hold on Me. I Want to Be Your Man. Oh, super upbeat. Oh yeah, and then I love the organ. Devil in Her Heart. Not a Second Time is great, and then Money. That's what I want. Give me money. Yeah, so this album is full of covers, which is why it automatically goes down. And I'm not saying that these covers are bad. They've made better covers, and this is probably one of their weaker albums, but I still think it's pretty good. It helps that the album is literally like 33 minutes, so it's a quick listen. Do I listen to it often? The only time you'll see me listening to With the Beatles is if I'm listening to the Beatles discography. Yeah, once in a while I'll be like, you know what? I want to listen to With the Beatles. So, you know, it's here. It's the second album, you know. Not usually second album's weaker than the first. Or in the case of like some other bands, second album's like But yeah, so With the Beatles, that's number 12. So now number 11 is this album. 1964's Beatles for Sale. You thought this was going to be number 13. You thought this was going to be number 12. But here's the thing about Beatles for Sale. I actually think this album is pretty underrated. Let's get into it. All right. No Reply. What a great song. This happened once before. Yeah. And yeah, I love the harmonies and that was like a middle eight. I realize that I'm a Loser. Great country influence track. I love George's lead in that song, except in the fade out where he fucks up the note, and it's very laughable if you have your headphones cranked up. Babies in Black and White, a great song. Rock and roll music. Amazing Chuck Berry cover. I love that. I'll Follow the Sun is such a peaceful track. And I love how their voices, John and Paul, it sounds incredible. Mr. Moonlight. Oh yeah. You know what? I'm very happy when I'm listening to music really loud and then Mr. Moonlight comes on and it's like the most like stupid sounding song. Or Paul's organ sounds like no. Then the Kansas City Hey 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 medley. Great track. I'm Kansas City. I'm gonna get my me back home. Yeah, so it's a pretty good track. And I'm gonna say it again, Mr. Moonlight sucks. Alright, side 2, 8 Days a Week. It's a classic. It's a classic Beatles track. Words of Love. I think it's underrated. I think I like the 3-part harmonies. Honey Don't, the Ringo's track. Oh, come on, George. One more time for Ringo. Yeah. Every Little Thing, amazing song. I don't want to spoil the party. That's one of the most criminally underrated Beatles songs. And then What You're Doing is another great track. And then it ends with George doing a cover of Carl Perkins' Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby. And I find it funny when he's like, well, they took some honey from a tree. So, yeah, this album, there's a lot of covers on here, and I said that kind of like makes the album not as good, which is true, but it's slightly better than With the Beatles. And, you know, it needs more love. You gotta let that know. This album needs more love. You gotta stop hating on it. I mean, people hate on it. It's great, but it's like, it's the worst Beatles album. No, it's not. Coming in at number 10 is this album. The debut. 1963's Please Me. Alright, this is the first album. They recorded this in 12 hours. Let's get into it. Alright, I saw her standing there. Y'all know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, great track. Misery, underrated track. I love it. Anna, Go to Him. That's good. Chains is Boys is Ask Me Why is a great track. Please Me, obviously fantastic song. Love Me Do. P.S. I Love You is good. Baby It's You is kind of boring. And then we get into the underrated part of the album. Do You Want to Know a Secret? A Taste of Honey, There's a Place. These are all great, very, very, very great songs. And then it ends off with Twist and Shout. We all know. Yeah, so once again, it's the first album. You're not going to be expecting like, yeah, it's very good. I freaking love this album. This is probably the early Beatles, apart from A Hard Day's Night and maybe like Help. This is the album that I'll be playing often. So coming to number 9 is this album. 1964's A Hard Day's Night. It pains me to put this in number 9, but there are better albums than this. All right, first album with all originals, which is great news right there. So first song, Hard Day's Night, just perfection, man. I Should Have Known Better is another great try. I should have known better with a girl like you. And then If I Fell is an amazing song. Happy Just to Dance With You, one of the weaker George songs, was pretty good. And I Love Her it's a great song. And Tell Me Why is a good song. Can't Buy Me Love is great. Anytime at All, very underrated. I'll Cry Instead. I'm doing that face because it's meh. Things We Said Today is fantastic. When I Get Home is underrated. You Can't Do That's fantastic. And I'll Be Back is extra fantastic. So yeah, this was also a movie. Hard Day's Night was a movie, and this was not, like, I would say it cuts off after Can't Buy Me Love, then it's non-soundtrack, but the first 7 songs are all part of the Hard Day's Night soundtrack. You gotta watch the movie. It's very funny. It's in black and white, and sometimes their humor is very British, but it's a very fun watch. And yes, by the way, the CDs I'm showing you, 1987 reissues, not the 2009. This is the premium one. So yeah, so coming in at number 8 is this album. 1970s, Let It Be. All right, don't hate on me for this, but yeah, this album's a little messy. I mean, they did that on purpose. So here's the thing. We're gonna point out immediately is that this is produced by Phil Spector, not George Martin. George Martin produced the rest of the albums. That's where this album kind of gets all well. There are great songs on here. Two of Us, Dig a Pony. Like, those 2 tracks are just great, and Phil Spector doesn't ruin them. Across the Universe, however, you know, I love the version that's on Past Masters, which is like, it's like 1968, I think they recorded. This version, I love the song, but I don't want to hear like in the background. It's very loud. But yeah, this is not, and it's very low key. It's like, that's what the version feels like. I Mean Mine is the only song that they recorded as a band in the 70s. How about that? Trivia right there. And they were a trio because Lennon left after Abbey Road. Dig It. Let It Be. Yeah, that's a freaking classic. And there's a cool, it's different than the single because this version has a really angry guitar solo as compared to the single version where it's very George Harrison, like Leslie. But this version's like more upbeat. Maggie May. I've got a feeling. That's freaking phenomenal, that song. One After 909. It's a great track. A Long and Winding Road. All right, now. All right. Long and Winding Road. All right, here's the issue I have with this version. I can't hear anything. I only can hear is the freaking orchestra. It's like that's how loud it is. And you can't even hear it. There's actually guitar in that song, but you can't hear it because of and it's a beautiful track. You just gotta get rid of the orchestra and it's better. That's why you should get Let It Be Naked, which is the Martin mixes. And it also has Don't Let Me Down. For You Blue, I love the great slide guitar work by Lennon. And then finally Get Back. This version sucks. I know it's the same song, but here's the issue: is that it doesn't have that ending when it goes. No, it just ends and Paul's like, ooh, and then in the background you can hear, thank you all on behalf, and I hope you pass the audition. Like, shut up. No, yeah, I love Get Back, but like this version, I don't know. I like when it ends, and then another issue with this version. Like the first 15 seconds is like them just on the roof. So, yeah. Oh yeah, another thing. Most of these tracks on this album, like I've Got a Feeling, One After 909, Get Back, and I think Dig a Pony as well. Recorded on the Roof, January 30th, 1969. They those are the versions you hear on the album, and you also have Don't Let Me Down, like the great version on the Roof. So yeah, last concert I ever performed was on the Roof, and I got shut down by police. So yeah, now coming in at number 7 is this album, 1965's Help! Alright, this is the best album of the early days. No question about it. Here's why. So yeah, once again, another soundtrack album, first 7 songs on the soundtrack. And in the movie too. The movie is not like Hard Day's Night. It's not like them like going like here, like a music video-esque thing. No, it's more like a movie about like these weirdos trying to get Ringo's ring. I don't know what it's all about, but it's a very entertaining movie. All right, starts off with Help. Obviously, great, amazing song about John asking for help. You would have never known that because the song is so upbeat. You'd probably be like, please, if you can, I'm feeling down. Okay, The Night Before. Underrated. One of the best Paul McCartney songs. Okay. You got to hide your love away. Yes, 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 yes. I need you. Yes, 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 yes. You're going to lose that girl. Yes, 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 yes. Another girl. Yes, 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 yes. And then finally, one of the earliest heavy metal records, Ticket to Ride. You know, super heavy track. You know, like I really love it when George Ringo does the double bass and then George goes, I don't know. Yeah, this is on the song. But all jokes aside, Ticket to Ride is phenomenal. All right, side 2. Yeah, this is when the album kind of goes, but not too far. It's like kind of like this. Act Natural is a good song, but it's a little. It's not because Ringo sang it. I swear to God. It's Only Love. Lennon hates it. I think it's fine. You Like Me Too Much. Great track. Tell Me What You See. Another great track. I've Just Seen a Face. Amazing. And then Yesterday. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. And then Dizzy Miss Lizzy, which they misspelled on here. It's Lizzy with a Y, not I-E. What's that? Yeah, that version is good. It's just kind of like a twist and shout ripoff, but you know. But yeah, Help. The transitional album. The album before the album that changed everything. We will not get into that album yet. Like, not even close to yet. So, yeah. Coming in at number 6 is this album. 1967's Magical Mystery Tour. Dude. Now this right here is not a UK album. This is a US album. You gotta love Magical Mystery Tour. I don't care. People are like, you know, it's one of the weaker albums for it. Shut up! Here's why it's not. Magical Mystery Tour, the first 6 songs are on the soundtrack for the actual movie Magical Mystery Tour. Do not watch it. If you don't like weird shit, don't watch it. It's very odd and it's not that good of a movie. But it has a great music video for I Am the Walrus, which it has them playing Paul with an interesting looking Rick. It's like a very colorful Rick, and they look like idiots. And then out of nowhere, then they're all like in this like big white thing, and they're like walking, and then everybody got one. It's not everyone smokes pot. Don't worry, I know. Paul did do that. All right, so yeah, let's just start with the album. Magical Mystery Tour. What a great opening track. Roll up for the fucking Mystery Tour. The Magical Mystery Tour. Yeah. Yeah, just great song. The Fool on the Hill is another great song. Love the recorder, and I love like when it goes that ding 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 with the 12-string acoustic guitar. Then we go into Flying. It's a very interesting track. I think it's cool with that Mellotron. It's very Mellotron, very psychedelia right there. And then Blue Jay Way. This is another song by George written in '67 that makes no sense. Just like Only a Northern Song, and It's All Too Much. What is he talking about? Don't know, but I don't really care because the song is fantastic. Your Mother Should Know. Amazing song by Paul. And then finally, I was just talking about it, I Am the Walrus. Dude, this song is a masterpiece. The first time I heard it, I thought it was completely stupid. I thought it was done. I Am the Walrus. Like, when is he talking about? Shut the fuck up! I Am the Walrus is one of the best Beatles songs. Perhaps, maybe the best psychedelic Beatles track. Love how at the end it gets all, like, chaotic with the and then, like, all, like, the radios and shit coming through. So that's side 1. Side 2 is all singles and B-sides. Now, Hello Goodbye, dude, what a great track. Love how at the end they go like hello. Yeah. So now time to get a little not as happy, but more like serious, because this is one of the greatest songs ever recorded, Strawberry Fields Forever. You know, first time I heard it, thought it was completely weird, but I liked it. Now, as time goes on, I realize this is one of the greatest, coolest songs I've ever heard. You know, I love how, like, they spliced up 2 takes together, because that's why John goes, like, 'cause I'm going to, and then it goes, like, with this orchestra, and, like, it's, like, super freaking cool with the drums, like, they're kind of, like, reversed and flange. It gives that really cool psychedelia vibe, and I love how it has that before it goes into that, and then great part of it, which is like probably the coolest part of the song, is that after like the guitar and it goes like dun, 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 and it fades out and it fades back in with this weird mellotron. It's really freaking bizarre, but you know, that my friends is a classic track, one of the defining moments of the psychedelic era. Penny Lane, same thing. The perfect. Love the trumpet solo, piccolo trumpet. I don't even know what it is. It's fantastic, dude. Like same thing. It was on the A side, Strawberry Fields Forever, and Penny Lane. You know, if you had that, you come out with that, you freaking made your career. Like if anybody else came out with Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane, you're like already certified gods. But this the Beatles, they were certified ultra gods. All right, Baby, You're a Rich Man. This is a very underrated song, which John used this thing, which makes this weird thing. It's clavioline or something like that. I don't even know. It's a weird instrument. Like you shake it and it goes. It's like a ancient synth from like the 50s, stuff like that. And then finally, all you need is love. So overall, this is a classic album. I have the very rare version that was a German Horsu pressing on vinyl. It is just stellar sounding and quality. You put your headphones on, you think you're going to another dimension. This is the most underrated Beatles album. I used to say it was Beatles for Sale, but since it's number 11, it's not. It's Magical Mystery Tour, and coming in at number 5 is this album. I stood at my closet door for 5 minutes looking like, what the hell am I going to pick? So I finally came up with this. I thought about it. I was like, but like this and then this. And I'm like, but you know what? This song has this song. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I finally made my pick. So 1968's The White Album is number 5. All right. Following up, Sgt. Pepper, forget Magical Mystery Tour, because Magical Mystery Tour was a flop. Everyone was like, so they go to India. They come back to hate each other, I guess. I don't know. And then Yoko Ono's a part of the thing, and it's all chaotic. Why does the CD just get dislodged? Okay. So, you know what? They're like, I don't want to make a single album. I want to make a 30-track, 93-minute album. Yeah. That's a very bold thing to do, but I'm here for it. I love The White Album. I think this is one of their best albums. Let's get into it. Disc 1. There's 17 songs on this first disc. Okay. So, Back in the USSR and Dear Prudence, I'm going to count them both. 1-2 punch for the fucking century. Back in the USSR is incredible. And then Dear Prudence is freaking amazing. Dude, amazing. 1-2 punch right there. Then you go into Glass Onion, another amazing song sung by Lennon, and with like this cool, like weird, like strings at the end. And then you go into Oba Di Oba Da. Wasn't the biggest fan of Oba Di Oba Da until recently. I think it's a pretty good song. Back then I used to be, I hate all my damn, like, shut up. Oba Di Oba Da is good. Wild Honey Pie, I wasn't expecting, I was expecting Wild Honey Pie, because there's a song in the album called Honey Pie, and it's like some like nice like tweedy like 50 song. I wasn't expecting Wild Honey Pie to be like Honey Pie. Like, yeah, I was confused. It's kind of like similar to like what McCartney did on his first album, because like the majority of that album is just like unfinished jams. But Wild Honey Pie, I think it's pretty freaking stupid. It's funny. It's only 50 seconds, so it's like not even that big. Continuing story of Bungalow Bill starts with this like Spanish flamenco guitar. No idea what that is. I've been looking for years. They said it's a Mellotron loop. No one knows where it came from. That's cool. Unsolved mysteries right there. I think the song is pretty cool. Little and then that immediately goes into one of the best Harrison songs, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, with a solo by Eric Clapton that will make you ascend into the heavens. This is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard. And side one ends with the proto-prog 3 minutes of Happiness is a Warm Gun, which is one of the most complex Beatles songs. Tried learning it, I gave up. Love it, love it. It's about like heroin and like weird love. You love somebody so much you want to kill them. I don't know. It's very ironic because Happiness is a Warm Gun was sung by Lennon, and you know, I hate bringing this up because it's so sad, but Lennon did. He unfortunately was killed by somebody with a gun. So yeah, it's very ironic in the sad way. But let's lighten up the mood with Martha, My Dear. Yeah, great song. I love how like upbeat it is. It's so happy. It's such a happy song. And now I'm so tired. Oh, wait, very bluesy song, and then it goes into this like, give you everything I got, a little piece of mind. Like, that's a great song. And then Blackbird, oh my god. It's a classic. It's a classic Beatles track. It's a classic McCartney track. I love the acoustic guitar. It's beautiful. Piggies, yeah, man, Piggies. What the hell is that song? I can't tell you. Everywhere there's lots of piggies living piggy lives. And they seek out for dinner with the piggy wives, and then clutching forks and knives to eat the bacon. That's rude. That's cannibalism right there. All right, Rocky Raccoon. Somewhere in the Black Mountain, here in the hills, they'll live around both here, Rocky Raccoon. Love the song. It's very country sounding. Don't Pass Me By, another country sounding song by Ringo. This is one of Ringo's best songs, because he only wrote 2 songs for the Beatles. But yeah, it's the second best song that he sung, original. What's next? Why Don't We Do It in the Road? Okay. Why Don't We Do It in the Road is about 2 monkeys doing it in the road. YouTube, don't take down my video. It's the song is fine. I don't know why the lyrics are very odd. McCartney's like ah in the song, so it's like James Brown if he was a blues artist. I don't know. That's fine, you know. I Will is a very nice song, and then Julia. Your smiles are wiped away, like this into seriousness. Julia is about John Lennon's mother. It is a very, very dark track. I love it. It's amazing. And now we go into disc 2. So after the sadness of Julia, you go with Birthday. What a great upbeat song. Yeah. And then you keep going with the yeah, your blues. Which is cool. Your Blues was actually recorded in a space like this. Like imagine my room, but like you took the wall from the door and just brought it up to like here and like here. Yeah, they fit all of them in there like this little like closet room. It's a very frantic and claustrophobic recording. It's very cool. Mother Nature's Son. I was talking with one of my friends last night about saying, what's better, Blackbird or Mother Nature's Son? I'm like saying, like, you know, I think Mother Nature's Son is better, but he's like, you know what? Blackbird has the same qualities that Mother Nature's Son has, and they're both perfect in their own way. And I agreed with him. So now, the final verdict, which song is better? I can't tell you. I don't know. I flip-flop between the two. So, yeah. Next. Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except Me and My Monkey. Great, angry track. I love that ding, 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 like in the back. It's really cool. Sexy Sadie is a really cool song. I grew on me recently. I used to think it was like throwaway. Nah, it's great. Helter Skelter. Yeah. Like that song is freaking heavy. First metal song I think ever. I don't know. Everyone think Black Sabbath is metal. No. You listen to Helter Skelter, you don't think it's metal. In fact, it's like punk too. Paul McCartney is singing his ass off on that song, and now it descends into this like avant-garde jazz meltdown. Like really freaking cool song. Long, and then it just like all the energy of Helter Skelter is back. So, Helter Skelter, cool thing. Before we get into long, Helter Skelter is one thing I love about Helter Skelter is that it fades out. In the mono version, that's it. Stereo version, and then you fade out again, and then and you like kind of like go like and then I got blisters on my fingers, and then long, which is the polar opposite of Helter Skelter. Is very low key. It's very somber. I love the organ, and I don't know where. And then it goes into the section where George is like, oh, with like this weird cool chord with like there was like a wine bottle and it was like rattling. It sounded cool. Side 4, Revolution 1. See, I love Revolution. Just not this version. I think this version is a little boring. Revolution, it's very good bluesy. Revolution. Yeah. It's fine. I love the heavier version though. Honey Pie, just talking about it. Very something you hear in like Frontierland and Disney or something like that. Savoy Truffle, great track. Love the horns. They're very like very like like very loud. Cry Baby Cry. What can you say about that's a great underrated track. Now, can you take me back where our people? Can you take me back? I wish you could take me back because the next song is fucking Revolution 9. Number 9. 8 minutes. 8 minutes of this gargantuan shithole of Revolution 9. I hate this fucking song. You know what? Yeah. Let me be like, yeah, I can't wait to listen to 8 minutes of noise. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know how cool it was to just me and John, like me and him, like really like we're like cooking over here. We were making like right. So him like yelling his ass off, and he's like weird like noises. Now nowhere then like boom, number nine. 8 minutes, 8 freaking minutes of this. I think the song is completely shit. I mean, it's not a skip for me because here's the thing. I hate it, but I also respect it because you can't skip it on the album. And also I have the record. And there was a point in time where I was like, you know what, I'm actually starting to like this. Recently I listened, I'm like, dude, how do you like this? Unless you're like John Cage or something, like 4 minutes and 33 seconds of just silence. Ugh. And then I love the ending of the song where it's like, block that kick, block that kick, block that kick. One of the more entertaining parts of the song. And then you end with Good Night, which, how do you go from noise and like experimental avant-garde to this very beautiful arranged song with Ringo singing? I love it. It's a great track. All right. So let's forget about the White Album now. Let's remember about, or if you don't know about, the Paul is dead conspiracy theory. You know, it's the biggest piece of fucking bullshit. But supposedly Paul died in a car crash, 1966, November 9th, September 11th, which is just, you know, already just because of that. Like, no, it didn't happen. So, 2 songs are pointed out here. At the end of I'm So Tired, there's a little like gibberish. It's like it's John Lennon saying, you play it backwards, sounds like he's like, who's a dead man? Miss him. So it's pretty much saying Paul is a dead man, miss him. Like, and if you don't even know what he's saying, it just sounds like it's like, and then Revolution 9, probably arguably the most infamous one is Turn Me On Dead Man, which is just fucking what? Dude, he's your bandmate. Like, Turn Me On Dead Man. That's like necrophilia, bro. Like, I don't know. But why would you say that? Like, wouldn't you just say, like, I don't even know. Why would you even say that? And then, aforementioned Strawberry Fields Forever at the end. In the fade out, John Lennon says, cranberry sauce. But if you play that backwards, it's supposedly him saying, I buried a pool. But it sounded like he was saying, I buried pool. Like, who'd you bury? Paul Gasol or something? It sounded like, you didn't even say Paul. It sounded like saying Paul. You buried Paul. Like Paul Gasol or something like that? I don't know. White Album. Bonkers. Classic. Number 4 is 1965 Rubber Soul. I was flip-flopping with this and the White Album, but I think that this album is slightly better. So this is the album that changed everything. After Help is the last album, they had a cover on there. So, come in the studio, record Rubber Soul. They're short on time. And they proceed to make this album. And it is incredible, you know, Drive My Car, amazing song, Norwegian Wood, but the Cool Sitar, We Won't See Me is fantastic. Nowhere Man is just phenomenal. Think for Yourself is phenomenal. The word is phenomenal. Michelle's phenomenal. What Goes On is meh. Girl is good. I'm Looking Through You is great. In My Life, yeah, In My Life. It's just a great song. Wait is cool. And If I Needed Someone's fantastic. And Run For Your Life, yeah, I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man. Like, what is that about, John? Yeah, this album, I mean, I know I went through it very fast, but here's the thing, I freaking love this album. I could go into detail about it. Think for Yourself, love the fuzz bass, you know, the harmonium is great. Drive My Car, love the bass line. It's very like James Jamerson sounding. In My Life, it's like I love the half. George Martin played a piano solo at half speed, and you speed it up, it sounds like a harpsichord. It's really cool. Wait, all right. So there's a little fun side story. I was at Scott Fryman's reconstructing the Beatles, and some guy was like, "Why didn't you mention Ringo's triplets into the course of Wait?" And I'm like, since I'm a drummer, he's not playing. He's doing a fucking drum roll. Wait. If it was triplets, it'd be like, wait. What do you think? That he's fucking Buddy Rich or something? Like, no. But yeah, Rubber Soul is classic. Great. So now coming at number 3 is this album. 1966 Revolver. Oh, wow. Now, here. This is peak this album. So they really went into the psychedelic. They were all high on LSD, I see things. All right, let's get into the album. Tax Me, and great opening track. I love the guitar solo that Paul plays on here. I love the bass line. Classic. Eleanor Rigby's on her classic. I love that song. I'm Only Sleeping is a great freaking low-key track. I Love You Too. Indian spiritualism. Love you while you can. For I'm a devil man. Yeah, so very interesting song. It's probably my second favorite Beatles Indian track. We'll get to the my favorite soon. Here, There, Everywhere is Beautiful, Yellow Submarine. I used to hate that song, and I think it's okay. She Says, amazing song. And then that's the end of side 1. So yeah, right. Fantastic side 1. And Good Day Sunshine, amazing song. And then you get, I love the piano. And then And Your Bird Can Sing. CD dropping time. And Your Bird Can Sing. Great dual harmony guitars. Did it before Judas Priest and Lizzy or Iron Maiden. All right, cool. For no one. Cool, like Chamberlain thing. It's a very like chamber pop sounding track. Chamber pop is beautiful. This is pre Half a World Away. Dr. Robert, Drugs. I like the it's a great song. And then I Want to Tell You, another great song. Underrated George track. I love that. The piano's great on that song. I love the riff. Got to Get You in My Life is like a Motown track. I really like it. And then you gotta put the CD down for this song. Tomorrow Never Knows. So, I remember the first time I heard this song, I was like, it's not what you're expecting. It's not a drum move. Ringo's doing for 3 minutes, while there are mellotrons, tape loops, tambura. Lennon's talking about the turn off your mind, relax, and there's a backwards guitar solo, just like I'm Only Sleeping, and it is freaking weird, but it's awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, that's number 3, and then coming number 2 is this album. I was away for a few hours. I'm back. Number 2 is 1967, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. All right. This is a landmark release. One of the greatest albums of all time, if not the greatest. So, we got a track by track. So, first, it opens with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which is a great psychedelic, like, hard rock track. Love it. Paul's vocals are awesome. Then it segues into With a Little Help from My Friends, which is another fantastic song. Love With a Little Help from My Friends. Ringo's amazing, and that's my favorite Ringo song that he didn't write. Getting Better. Oh shit! No. Why did I skip that? Oh my god! I skipped Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Is incredible. Really cool song about drugs. It's definitely about drugs. LSD. All right, Getting Better. Getting Better is great. I love the song. Getting better. I don't like the part when he's saying how he used to be cruel to his woman and beat her. I don't think Paul. That was Dull John. But but now he's changing the scene. He's doing the best that he can. Thank you for that, John. Fixing a Hole. Fixing a Hole is incredible. It's one of the most underrated Beatles songs. Love it. She's Leaving Home is a very beautiful Baroque pop track. I love Baroque pop, and it's beautiful. Being for the Benefit, Mr. Kite is a freaking oddball, but it's awesome. I love it. Now, my favorite Beatles Indian song. You know how I said my second favorite Indian Beatles song was Love You Too. My favorite is Within You Without You. Not with or without you, within you without you. There's no delay guitar on here. It's all really spacious, very spiritual, very 5 minutes of spiritual. Love that. Like, I love the solos. Song is really cool. I love it. When I'm 64 is a great, like, not that. I mean, it's like the middle section when it goes like dong dong dong, and then Lovely Rita. I love how like Lovely Rita. It's really cool. Freaking love that song. And now the final 3 songs, which all are connected. Good Morning, Good Morning. Really hard hitting song with like freaking distorted ass horns, and Paul with a ripping, soaring guitar solo, which then goes into the reprise of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which is great with the 3-part harmonies, and then that segues into quite possibly the best Beatles song of all time, A Day in the Life. A Day in the Life, man. I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. Dude. Then it goes into that. Yeah. And then, you know, because like, if you want awesomeness, you just, the album ends with that long E chord as they turn up the sensitivity so you can keep hearing them. So the song ends out of nowhere. And out of nowhere, so Sgt. Pepper Locked Group. It's not a part of A Day in the Life. It's a separate part. They just added it because the Beatles thought it was cool. I think it's cool. It hurts my ears, but it's cool. Test it on your dogs. But yeah, overall, landmark release, psychedelia at its best. And dude, here's number 1. Abbey Road, 1969. Let's get into it. Come Together. That is a friggin' iconic. I love like Paul's electric piano on that song. Then you go into Something. Dude, a beautiful song. Beautiful song. Great guitar solo by George. One of his most soulful. Is the bridge or the middle section is incredible. Maxwell Silverhammer is so goofy, but it's great. Oh Darling is great. Oh my god, love that song. Oh Darling. And I love how Paul like goes on. Octopus's Garden. That's my favorite Ringo song. Great song. I Want You, She's So Heavy. It has a angry riff with some like nice blues in there, and then Lennon just screams. Hey! And then you go into that with the white noise and just abruptly cuts off. That's peak. Side 2, Here Comes the Sun, obviously one of the best George songs. And you go into Because it's so freaking amazing. It just sounds incredible. And then the rest of the album, the Abbey Road medley, the best Beatles song, my personal favorite. I don't care, I'm counting them all as one song. You Never Give Your Money. It's a suite of his own. Sun King, amazing. Me and Mr. Mustard are crazy, amazing. Paul Teeth fan, she came through the bathroom window, all are incredible. But now the fantastic, the perfect part is Golden Slumbers to carry that weight in the end. These are it just works. It works so well. And then the end with all the guitar solos, and then George Harrison's final guitar solo to end the album is just impeccable. Then there's Her Majesty. You know, you get jump scared. Her Majesty's prettiest girl. So it's freaking, this album's just peak. So I also forgot to mention Past Masters Volume 1, Volume 2. They're over there. I don't feel like getting up and getting them, but that has like Day Tripper. We can work it out. Paperback Writer, Rain, which is Lady Madonna, you know, From Me to You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, like all the classic like single only Beatles tracks, like non-album tracks. you will find them on past masters. But yeah, overall, that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my ranking. If you disagree in the comments, I guess, but yeah, my list is very good, and I'll be having my next artist discography ranking will be REM, and it will be coming in maybe a few days because I have nothing to do. So yeah, thank you very much, and goodbye.